Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and I just kind of want to give my opinion on the latest issue with uh, PlayStation PlayStation stores closing for PS3, PSP, and PS Vita. And really, I I'm not really too surprised because I had a feeling it was only a matter of time before those stores were gonna shut down eventually. Because I had a feeling Sony was just not going to keep those stores running for quite some time. At least know some good news is we are still able to play any games that we downloaded. That was kind of the biggest fear at this point was just not being able to re-download or play any digital games that we got out of the store. But no, as of now, you still are able to play any downloaded games you have. Uh, but like the actual stores themselves, though, like for the PS3 and the PSP, I believe they're shutting down in July, and then the Vita store shutting down in August. But yeah, I mean, my advice is I wouldn't say go out there and buy as much as you can. I mean, you could do that, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some actual people have done that, like bought everything out of the store. Of course, that would probably take like hundreds of dollars and probably dozens of hard drives for them to really pull that off. But I'd say like for any games that you have, with that still have DLC that you haven't downloaded yet, I probably would suggest maybe getting any DLC microtransaction stuff you can out of the games that you own, because I think once the stores close, I think that's honestly it. I don't really think there's any real way of you getting access to any of that content again. With maybe I guess emulation, but even then, that's not 100% soundproof right there. That's I mean, it kind of depends on what games emulations really can support, and sometimes even the ones that are there, they don't really work quite the same as what they used to originally, and it's kind of a downside because there are plenty of games off of the PlayStation stores that that they're digital only. Like you're only able to get them digitally, and once it's gone, that's completely it. And I mean, just there's no way to access it legitly anyway. And same could be even said for like some of the games that you can technically find physically. Like I guess my instance, like Metal Gear Solid, I bought that off the PlayStation Store, and yeah, there is a physical copies of Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation One. Uh, I got a feeling even after the PlayStation Store closes, a lot of those older games, PS1, PS2, PS3, whatever, I got a feeling a lot of those games are going to be more, uh, like the cost of them are going to be more higher than what they usually are right now, to the point where it could be ludicrous, I guess. Because I've seen some like old PlayStation One games still brand new in the packaging, like off of eBay. I still see them brand new for close to $100, which I mean I'm kind of surprised they even still have some mint condition games or really unopened games. But it's just I doubt any normal person is gonna spend that amount of money for an old game like that. Uh, but I mean that was kind of the whole good thing about the PlayStation Store, was just being able to have access to all of those games, and buy them at your own leisurely time without having to fight against any of the any other betters, off of like eBay or whatever, or any scalpers that are trying to snatch all the copies of the game. You can get them at any time you want and at a fair price. But I mean, with the stores closing, it's just gonna be a whole new different story. And honestly, I'm hoping maybe in the future Sony can come up with some way to preserve these games in some form or fashion. But really, until then, it's just going to be another idea from Sony, from PlayStation, that's just going to be gone in the wind. Kind of like the upcoming communities, because that's also another issue too. The online community system. I mean, as of right now, I have like the third largest Devil May Cry community, and it's all gonna be gone. Like it's gonna be like as if nothing has happened. And of course, a lot of people try to preserve these communities by trying to create Discord servers, which I've tried, I've started, but I haven't gotten many people to join, unfortunately. And I guess some people just refuse to join servers, the Discord servers anyway. I also consider the fact I don't even know too much about Discord myself, but I mean, it's just kind of an odd move why Sony's making all these decisions, you know, and it kind of also like along the same lines, like with probably the biggest one, maybe PlayStation Home, if anyone remembers that, which was kind of like an online social gathering virtual world experience. You know, being able to go through different places in a virtual world, hanging out, chatting with other people, doing mini games and whatnot. It was kind of it's kind of hard to put into words, but it was like a whole new experience, and it was only available for PlayStation 3, and it was actually still in beta phase even up to the day the servers closed. But even until now, there have been people wanting PlayStation Home to return. In fact, there are even groups out there trying to like reverse data search all of the data of the servers, try to bring it back in some form or fashion. But it could be like years before that's ever going to be fully realized anyway. It's, I don't know. It's just lately a lot of these weird decisions that Sony's been making kind of seem so anti-consumer friendly, and I don't know. It just kind of feels like they're just trying to move on to the next thing, just forget anything has ever happened. You know, I guess kind of like how Google was with all their different products that they try to push out the door to try to make a profit, and just after it fails, after a few months later, move on to the next thing, I guess. But you know, like I just don't really like that mentality, honestly. I mean, you get something good, and they just take it away without really any rhyme or reason for it, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I just kind of hoping maybe later down the road, Sony can realize it's more about the community, not the profits. That's what matters more about the Sony brand. It's just being with the community itself. But I digress. We just have to wait to see how things will turn out. Maybe hopefully for the better. Alright guys, this is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.